Guruji, what is Bhrigu Samhita and how is it different from traditional Nadi Shastra or Jeeva Nadi?
As I said, Bhrigu Samhita is collection of horoscopes that was compiled in Treta Yuga by Bhriguji and his 9 eminent disciples. These horoscopes, they are all written on the so-called Bhrigu leaves, the Bhrigu Patra we call. And in that, traditionally one kundali is drawn, and when people come searching for it, your mother's name, your father's name, इसे कहते हैं भृगु फल. He says something about your past life in this life. So he has compiled all this of all the souls. During the Mughal invasion, some of them were lost, but some of them are scattered. Most prominently, they are supposed to be now in Hoshiarpur. As far as the traditional Nadi Shastra is concerned, it is practiced mostly in the South India, where they take a thumbprint match. In fact, as far as my experience has been, is that you are not supposed to reveal anything to eliminate fraud. You give the thumbprint, and based on the thumbprint, they have a matching mechanism in which they match, and they bring out the leaf, in which all the things will be given: your mother's name, father's name, what you did in past life, this life, what is happening, and some upaya and remedial measures. The Jeeva Nadi is slightly different. The Jeeva Nadi is means Jiva. Jiva means उसमें जीवन है, उसमें there is life. The words that are coming out from the person is actually the instrument for the Guru. Just like जैसे आप कह सकते हैं अर्जुना एक माध्यम है कृष्ण जी के लिए. Arjuna is an instrument for Krishna. So Arjuna is though he is speaking, but Krishna, he is actually not speaking, Krishna is speaking through him. That is Jiva Nadi. So the person who is actually doing is very one with the master, in which he has no personal motivation. He has completely surrendered his individual will to divine will, and the words that come out, he appears to be speaking, actually he is not speaking. So the Maharishi speaks through him. It's called as Jeeva Nadi. So the words that are coming, क्योंकि ये ईश्वर के संकल्प से निकल रही हैं, Maharishi के संकल्प से निकल रही हैं, it has life. The words that come out from the ocean of consciousness, it has this. These are not ordinary words. These are words which are full of life. And once they enter you through the years, they begin to do something through you. It's my personal experience. And then they will bring a lot of good changes in your life, some good direction. The word of all words is Omkar. It is called Brahma Akshar. From that Akshar, Brahma Akshar, Om, Pranava, all words come out. So the Jiva is coming from that source, and it can do wonders. You have to experience it to enjoy it.
Guruji, can you tell us about the Bhrigu Divine Readings that take place at the ashram?
The Bhrigu Divine Readings, we do it every Sunday morning at 7 a.m. at our Bhrigu Ashram here in California, Irvine. It is a communication directly with the great Maharishi Bhrigu. As I said earlier, when the individual soul is surrendered to the super soul, then automatically when the indication comes, the words come out. So these divine words, they come out in the form of Bhrigu nectar, we say, or the Bhrigu divine words that come out to all the souls who are present here on Sunday mornings. We do the readings. It is a direct, you can say direct transmission, or a live transmission. A light current, it flows through a wire, and then you see it on a television screen. Same way you see the information, and then you say, okay, there is some message coming for me. Same way the light of the Bhrigu is carrying some information, is cosmic light. Has all the cosmic knowledge, it's the repository of all the knowledge of Prakriti. So, उस source से, from that madhyam, and it comes out in the form of the Bhrigu words which are spoken, and it has guided many souls. Actually, a lot of families have also moved next to ashram. Their problems have been solved. Materialistic problems, spiritual problems. Certain dates are also, they come out in these readings by Bhriguji. Certain specific dates in which he may say that you are going to get Karya Vriddhi, is more progress in work, or Bhoga Vriddhi, you are going to get more and more joy in your life. Whatever problems are going to get solved. Various Devis and Devtas also come in these readings and bless. They also give some spiritual guidance Bhriguji gives. So it is similar to the thing, to the other Nadi Shastras, but it is a live transmission, we can say. It's a live. You have to again sit, experience and enjoy the Bhrigu nectar. I cannot describe it in words.
Om Ji Guruji. What is the purpose of Bhrigu Ashram? What is the essential message of Maharishi Bhrigu or the Bhrigu Philosophy that he conveys through Bhrigu Ashram?
This is the most important question. The Bhrigu Philosophy is quite very unique to our Bhrigu Ashram. As you have all, during the course of the interview, you must have figured out that we are in the family way, as a wife, 2 children. Most families have associated with us. There are actually now about 10 families who live very close to our Bhrigu Ashram here in California. They have moved from various parts of USA to settle down here. So one of the main primarily philosophies of the great Bhriguji is that you don't need to leave everything and go into mountains and look for liberation. That is also a path for those monks who are completely detached and their karma is lined up in that direction. There is nothing wrong with that. But the majority of the world in today's life is families. To live in the family, to do the seva to your wife, to the husband, to the children itself is the greatest service to God. It is our primary Bhrigu philosophy. It is also the essential message of the Gita. Kamyanam karmanam nyasam sanyasam kavayo viduhu. काम करने से पहले कामना छोड़ दो. When you are doing your work, whether in the family or at work or in your business dealings, you drop the kamna. Kamna means you drop the desire behind, the selfish motive behind the action. But you have to do the action, because if you are born in creation, in Prakriti, you have some obligation towards creation. Even if you are not doing anything, you are breathing, there is some activity. So the emphasis, the great essential message of our Hindu Dharma Shastra is, the emphasis is not on renouncing the action, but renouncing the selfish motive behind the action. If I am the beneficiary, I have eliminated God out of the equation. If I am not the beneficiary, then God is the beneficiary. So the Bhrigu philosophy is in line with Dharma Shastra. In the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says in chapter 10, 25th shlok, 25th verse, Shri Maharishi Nam Bhrigu Raham. Out of all the Maharishis, I am Bhrigu. The Bhrigu philosophy is only this: so living in the family, doing service to the family, to your husband, wife, children. In the morning you get up, you do your 1 hour meditation, which we call as Gita Divya Kriya Yoga, is the meditative path. After that you do your duties to your children, you take them to school, then you go to work. Then you come back from work, help them with their homework. Then you and your wife, husband, wife, they spend some time together. In the evening, listen to some satsang, watch some, maybe go for a walk together. It's a normal human household, family. But something different is to have the meditative practice as part of your daily routine. Doing service without any selfish desire, selfish motive. such a person very slowly moves closer to God. He is both yogi and sannyasi in the context of the Gita. Again, sannyasi means not leaving everything. You are leaving the selfish motive behind the action. This is the Bhrigu philosophy. आपको परिवार में रहना है, परिवार के संग में रहना है. You have to live in the family along with the children. Don't leave. Do the duties, your nitya karma. Do your spiritual duties, your material duties, and you will find liberation as a human being right here in this world. You are to live in the world, but it is just like lotus flower. It is coming out of karmic muck. The water cannot touch it, but still it is blooming. It is there, yet it is not. You have to live in this ocean of sansar, but don't let it affect you. That itself is liberation. This is our Bhrigu philosophy. Our main path is the meditative practice. Along with that, you offer all your duties to God, your actions, offer them to God during your daily work. You will realize God extremely quickly. Is the essential message of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Also essential message, the core message of the Hindu Dharma Shastra. All the Maharishis, they had families, they have children. The majority of the world is in parivar, family. So his great message is only to bring all the families closer together, to show them the right art of living. You have to live in this world. Live in the family. You learn from each other as husband, wife, and from children also we learn. And ultimately we find bliss in our families, in our extended families, the Bhrigu family, and then ultimately Vasudeva Kutumbakam. The entire world is also our family. It is a slow expansion from individual consciousness to cosmic consciousness.
Om Ji Guruji, how does Bhrigu Ashram focus towards God realization? What is the essential spiritual practice that Maharishi Bhrigu has given towards realizing God?
Very good question. The essential practice is the same practice that was given by Krishna to Arjuna in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. That is why our practice is called as Gita Divya Kriya Yoga. Geet means Gana, song, is a divine song of the Lord. It is a meditative practice. It is a series of breathing techniques which we call as Kriyas. They are all in the Gita. So there is no secret here. All the Kriyas are given in the Bhagavad Gita. Essentially the Bhagavad Gita is a Yoga Shastra. It is a series of scientific yoga meditative techniques for God realization given by Lord to his disciple Arjuna. Same thing is being propagated here in the form of Gita Divya Kriya Yoga. This Gita Divya Kriya Yoga is based on the essential teachings of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, is that you practice some scientific meditative technique leading you towards God realization, systematically detaching mind and life force from senses, indriyas, uniting with the soul with Paramatma, super soul. Ultimately, all paths lead to the path of the spine, which we call as a spinal highway. In the context of the Gita, Bhagavan calls it as royal path, Raj Yoga. तो जैसे कि you are going, अभी आप जंगल के थ्रू आप जा रहे हैं, and then you join the super highway, you go into the main highway, you can take some other road, side road, and enter main highway. All roads, they lead to this main highway, which is called as the spinal highway, this, from where the soul actually descends into the flesh and gets feeling of I am, we call it Jeeva. So the Gita Divya Kriya Yoga is reverse it. Reverse means जैसे वो आत्मा आकर शरीर में जैसे बस जाती है, it gives the feeling I am somebody. Reversing is you systematically detach life force, mind from senses, unite with the soul and then with God. this is the path, and why it is called Gita Divya Kriya Yoga, because it is essential message. In the Gita, Bhagavan says, Tapasvibhyo adhiko yogi. A yogi is greater than tapasvi. Tapasvi मतलब जो बॉडी डिसिप्लिनिंग जैसे होते हैं, काफ़ी कठोर तपस्या करना, उससे भी अधिक है योगी. ज्ञानेभ्यो अपि मतो अधिकः. ज्ञानी से भी अधिक है योगी. Through discriminative knowledge, everything is God. That is also a path. But normally Jnani also has done some yoga practice in previous lives to be able to get to that state. उससे भी अधिक है योगी. कर्मेभ्यश्च अधिको योगी. Karma, a person who does good actions, that is also a path to God. मगर उससे अधिक है योगी. तस्माद् योगी भवार्जुना. हे Arjun, yogi बनो. Become a yogi. So yogi is one who is practicing some scientific meditative technique as given in the Bhagavad Gita to detach from the sense organs, which otherwise would be very difficult, क्योंकि मन संस्कारों की वजह से घड़ी घड़ी संसार में जाता रहता है. It goes in samsara. And then unite with soul, soul with God. And then after deep meditation daily, you discharge your daily duties during the remainder of the day in service of God. काम करने से पहले leave the kamna, ichha, no desire, no selfish motive. Such a person realizes God very quickly. It is a very tailor-made, very good practice for family life. Because in the family life, whatever karmas you have, it gives a chance to employ those karmas in service of God, so you are discharging them. But if you work for yourself, it is bondage, बंधन है. मतलब आप सबके ऊपर न्यौछावर करते करते साथ में you are doing yoga abhyas, you are doing yogic practice. Such person realizes God very, very quickly. Is our main practice. You get up in the morning, it is about 1 hour Gita Divya Kriya Yoga practice. After that, you go to work, you come back from work, you can practice in the evening. It's a very gentle kriyas. And discharge your duties in service of God. You reach God very quickly.